Good morning. Welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's day 19 of strength and I slept in late. We teach tango on a Monday night. And yeah, I just turned off my alarm and I went back to sleep. So I have no idea what the peak pose is today. We're going to do a wave. The wave comes from, is it spiral? No, I think it's a different one. We're going to start on the floor. We're going to slowly build up, and then we're going to come back down onto the floor. And somewhere along the way, we're going to hold some poses. Okay. Have your weights handy and have your belt handy. And come, let's see what the adventure unfolds. Welcome. So landing on your back, your knees are bent. And just begin by rolling slowly up along your spine. And then slowly descending back down again. And as you rise up, squeeze your bum and push deeply into your hips as you rise. And then travel back down again. What are you feeling? Are you listening to the ability of your body? The textures of your body? Nice. And the next time you rise, pause. Your feet are pushing firmly into the floor. My big toes are connected. My thighs are slightly squeezing towards each other. And my bum is squeezing upwards. Can you rise 1 centimeter higher? Nice. And then lower all the way down. Walk your feet a little bit closer together and then bend your right knee up onto your chest and do the same movement again. So rising up and then lowering down. Rising up and then lowering down. One more time. Rising up. Pause. Feel the strength of that left leg. You can be 1 inch off the floor. You could be 5. Doesn't really matter. It's finding your way of doing this. Nice. Lowering down. Other side. Draw the left knee up towards you. Roll up along your spine. Land all the way down. Roll up along the spine. Land. Roll. Land. One more time and hold it. Roll and pause. I'm also squeezing my knee as close as I can towards me. There is a natural limit to that movement. The bone of your pelvis will stop the thigh moving all the way up to your chest. Just feel like you're engaging the muscles there. Nice. And or all the way down. Bring your feet hip distance apart. Bring your arms wide. And then sway your knees from side to side. Lean into the end of the movement. So when I land all the way down, I squeeze my bum and I push my hips a little bit forward. So there's this sense of, that yawn feeling at the end of the movement where I'm leaning into a kind of a slightly more satisfied feeling of engagement in the tissues. Nice. Rise up into gliders. Just feel that. For me, there's something always, and I always say the same things. I always just say the same things. Is that the sides of my hips, the side of my waist always feels really met by gliders, my rib cage. One more time each side. Nice. Super. Come back to center. So this time we're going to hold or twist in the glider. So drop your knees down towards the left and then bring your foot to foot, foot to knee, and then pause there. I'm going to tuck my right foot into my left knee, behind my left knee, or you can float your knee and drop it down. I like supporting the weight of my leg and then I can lengthen. Whereas when my leg is floating, I'm just managing the weight of my leg. Whereas there's a lengthening, a connection into the shoulder, a real deepening into, like, can I widen my shoulder blades apart? So I'm pushing my elbow on the left into the floor to see if I can bring more of my shoulder blades to the floor. And at the same time, my knee is traveling. So it's like this really complex, many different directions happening in my body. Breathe into it. Nice. Come back to center. One of the yogis who's never missed a single class, which I think is amazing, except for the day, come over to the other side. So drop your knees to the right and then draw your left foot up behind your knee and then twist. You can bring your right hand to your knee if you want a little bit more resistance. It's nice. I forgot about that. Or I'm going to keep my elbow on the floor, which will give my shoulders a feedback to get back to the floor. So one of the yogis, she's from Dublin. The only day she ever missed was the day that she went up Croagh Patrick with Charlie Bird. And so she's gone off climbing in the Camino. So it's amazing. I miss you. Yeah, it's incredible. Each person who tells me where they are in the day, like there's some people around 8 o'clock. There's some people around 10. There's some people around 2 o'clock. There's South Africa. There's all these different time zones where people do their yoga. The next day, the morning after club. I think of you all. That's really quite amazing. Come back to center. Cool. So, yes, okay. So draw to focus. Draw your right knee up and push your right hand into your right knee, and really feel like your hand and your knee are pushing towards each other. And then bring your knee so it's directly over your hip and keep that push on. And then slowly lift your left foot off the floor. And then bring your left foot to the floor. Lift your left foot off. And then let it land. And I'm really pushing my hand into my knee on the right. And my knee is pushing into my hand. Nice. And then if you're going to take it to the next stage, lengthen that left leg out. Bend your knee. Bring your foot to the floor. Lift your foot. Maybe lengthen your leg. Bend your knee. Foot to the floor. So just see, what distance does that left leg travel to as you push your hand into your knee on the right? Nice. One more time. Great change. Draw your left knee up towards you. Draw it as close as you can in the beginning and push. And then push your knee away so your knee is over your hip approximately. And you're really pushing your hand into your knee and your knee into your hand. And then lift your right foot off the floor. And bring your foot down. Lift your right foot. Feel the organization that's required to lift your foot off the floor. It's like I have to create connections in places that are really interesting. My ribs need to connect. Take it to the next stage, perhaps. Lift your foot, stretch your leg. Bend your knee, foot lands. Lift your foot, stretch your leg. Bend your knee, land. And again, just feel that. What happens in your body as you lift your foot and lengthen your leg? One last time. Nice. Drop your arms overhead and then drop your knees down towards the right and just pause there. So we're going to do the swinging glider from here. So draw your right knee, so we drop down towards the right. So draw your left knee up towards you, and then swing the left foot back behind you as far as you can go. So again, this is preparation for that dancer we're going to do later in the week. So how do you swing your left foot back, and then rising up? Swing your left foot back, and come up. One more time, back, and coming up. Nice. Other side, both knees down to the left. Arms are overhead. And then let your right knee draw up. And then swinging back. Right knee up. Swinging back. I really feel like I have to connect and manage the weight of my leg as I swing it back on the right. There's a counterbalancing, a coordination that has to happen, a connection in my diaphragm. It's really quite amazing. Come back up to center. Pause. Nice. So grab your weights, 2 weights, or 1 as you wish. Okay? Lift your bum just a few inches off the floor and then draw your right knee up as close as you can towards you. And then stretch your right leg long so it floats just above the floor. Bend your knee. Float just above the floor. Bend your knee. Long. Bend your knee. Long. Pause there with your foot floating just above the floor. Breathe into your belly. From here, now swing your leg straight up towards the ceiling. And then bring your heel down to tap the floor. Leg goes straight up. Down. Leg goes straight up. Down. Last one. Leg goes straight up. Down. Great. Bend both knees. Both bums to the floor. Great. So lift your bum a few inches off the floor. It doesn't really matter how high you lift. You can lift very high. You can be low. Draw your knee up towards you. And then stretch your leg long so it floats just above the floor. Draw your knee up towards you. Long. Knee up towards you. Long. Hi, bear. Knee up towards you. Long. Knee up towards you. And long. Pause there with your foot floating just above the floor. Breathing into it. Nice. Swing your leg up towards the ceiling. Lower down. Swing your leg up. Dude. Lower down. Leg up. Lower down. Leg up. Lower down. One more time. Leg up. Lower down. Nice. Bend both knees. And roll all the way over and come into your downward dog. Rolling over. Pushing back. Finding the length of your feet, the length of your legs, the strength of this moment in your body. Have a bit of a wiggle. As always, Tuesday morning is just very delicious in my calves as I stretch out from tango. More so than usual. Usually at this stage I would have had a walk, a swim, and done some yoga. Nice. Come up onto your toes, draw your heels back. Come up onto your toes, draw your heels back. Nice. Bring your knees to the floor. Just shoulder shrug, squeezing your shoulders forward, pulling your shoulders back. Forward, back, forward, back, forward, and back. Right. During the week, we were doing a pose maybe last week we were doing a pose. So draw your right knee up towards your right shoulder, stretch your leg long, and then swing your right leg around the corner towards the left. Draw it up, around the corner, draw it up, around the corner. So this time you're going to start also swinging your leg forward straight and around the corner straight. Forward, so back, forward, back. Next time it goes forward, let it land, and then back. So wherever it lands, where can you fling your foot forward to bring your foot to the floor? Nice. And then you're going to do the thing where you bring your foot between your two hands. How do you do that? How do you get your foot between your two hands? Rising up, your left knee is on the floor, right foot is standing. Lean into your hip. Pause. Nice. Reverse backwards. Lean into your hip. Reverse backwards. Lean into your hip. Backwards. One more time. Lean into your hip. Pause there. See if you can breathe into the front of that left hip. And then you're going to begin to straighten your arms and lengthen your chest upwards. So your chest is growing upwards, your shoulders are dropping behind you, and maybe look up towards the ceiling. Lifting your chest more and more and more. So there's length through the front of your body as you rise. Nice. Both hands on the floor, either side of that right leg. Stretch out through the front leg. Bend your knee. Stretch out through your front leg. Bend your knee. Nice. So we did this thing. I really liked it. So take that right leg and bring it out towards the right, and then bend your knee. And then take that right leg and bring it to the left and lean into it. Okay? Right leg, whoo, to the right. Bend your knee. Right leg to the left. Nice, last one. Super. Both feet to the floor. And then sit your bum down. Really bring weight into your bum. Bring your elbows to your knees. And just pause there. How low can your bum go? Nice. Both hands to the floor, both knees to the floor. Take your left knee, draw it up towards your left elbow or shoulder. Swing your foot around the corner. Bend your knee. Foot around the corner. Bend your knee. Foot around the corner. Bend your knee. Foot around the corner. Now begin to swing your legs straight. Nice. And now get your foot to land. Where does your foot land? Nice. Now, next time, try to bring your foot between your hands, whatever way you do. Rising up. Bring both hands to your knee. Lean into your hip. Pause there. Nice. Reverse backwards. Lean into your hip. Breathing into the belly. Really feel that connection into the front of the right hip. Lean back. Lean into it. And this time, push down into your hands. Lift your chest. Draw your shoulders down and back, and then begin to look upwards. Nice. Come forward to upright. Swing your foot to the side. And then swing your foot to the right, left, right, left, right. One more time. Left, right. Awesome job. Come all the way down onto the floor. Grab your belt and wrap the belt around both of your feet. Have your feet a few inches apart rather than squished together. Hold up as high as you can with your hands in wellness, so you're not really forcing, and then just drop your shoulders towards the floor. So I lift my shoulders a little bit off the floor so that when I drop them, the weight, I'm just hanging out of the belt, which is creating a slight compression for or lengthening for my legs. Wiggle your toes. Imagine you can get your feet a little bit closer to your face, bum deeper into the floor. Where are you going with your bed, bear? Lengthening into the backs of your knees. Send energy into your heels. Connecting into your legs. Nice. And then gently just rock from side to side. Super. Get rid of your belt. Rock your knees from side to side. And bring your feet to the floor. Rock your knees from side to side. And then pause. Either bring the soles of your feet together, stretch your legs out long. Just pause. Slowing your breath down, slowing that inside space down. Hands on your belly, perhaps. Nice. So stay there if you wish, or head off into your day. Great. How nice. Yeah, so it was lovely to wake up doing that. So I will see you all tomorrow. Another wonderful day of strength, and yeah, be well. Have a lovely day. Ciao, ciao. Slán, slán.